It has been far too long since the last Marathi movie.
कागदाचे विमान उडते भूर 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 आई मला खेळायला जायचे जाऊ दे नवा नदीमध्ये पवायला जायचे जाऊ दे नवा माझा सगळा अभ्यास झालाय जाऊ दे नवा.
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage and Naal is a 2018 Marathi language family drama. It was the directorial debut by Sudhakar Rede-Jakanti, who also wrote the story and screenplay. The dialogues were written by Nagraj Manjul, the director of Fandri and Sairat. Manjul also produced the film and played a supporting role in it. Director Sudhakar Rede-Jakanti, on the other hand, primarily works as a cinematographer, and it was in fact him who did the beautiful camera work in Sairat. And obviously he also did the cinematography for this film himself, and it once again looks absolutely beautiful. And beautiful is a word that might be used throughout the entire review, because Naal is simply that, a beautiful film. And not just because of its presentation, but also because of its wonderful, heartfelt and really fresh little story and the care and sensitivity that is brought to its subject matter. Naal, which can be translated as cord, the umbilical cord between a mother and her child, tells the story of exactly that special bond. It's about the 8-year-old boy Chaitya, who lives in a remote village with his mother, father and grandmother. But when his uncle from a faraway village visits, he finds out by accident that he's adopted, that his mother is not his real biological mother. And of course, his world is crushed by this. Chaitya then tries to find out if his mother even really loves him. Naal tells a really beautiful story in a really beautiful way. All filmmaking elements are coming together in this little gem, but the three key ingredients here are the story, the cinematography and the wonderful direction and performances, which I guess are 4 ingredients. Plus the beautiful setting of Maharashtra with its riverbanks, wide open plains and the always sensible authenticity of that place. Plus the beautiful music composed by Advait Nimlekar. It's hard to find something to criticize here. By now I have seen quite a few wonderful Indian movies about childhood. Films like Kaka Mutei, Kila or Utal. And Naal is yet another one that belongs in that category. It beautifully captures the innocence and wonderment of being a child, especially in the carefree beginning when we just witness how Chaitya is spending his days, finding a small sparkling stone in the water, hanging around with some older friends, getting caught in school for not paying attention, persuading his mother to go play outside, stuff like that. There's only one actual song in the movie, a second one during the end credits, but it is used so well in the beginning to give us a glimpse into Chaitya's world. And it's so sweet that I also listened to it on repeat when I was preparing this review. At first, I was a little bit afraid that the movie might be a little bit too whimsical, and I honestly could have lived without that little flying plant seed in the beginning. Because the CGI doesn't look that great and it also very much reminded me of the opening shot in Forrest Gump. But thankfully the whimsical touch never becomes overbearing, because there's so much heart to this story, and it does find a really great balance of keeping that positive childlike sense of wonder and also transporting a lot of melancholy and uncertainty. I guess it's just a crucial part of growing up to question the love and the bond we as children have to our parents, the fear and anxiety that is connected to it, but hopefully also the relief and endless happiness when that trust is restored. Like other great movies about childhood, Naal also touches on elements like life and death, the young and the old, small children that are full of life and only beginning to explore the world, and on the other hand a character like the grandmother who is oftentimes in pain and takes each day as it comes. Something that also called Satyajit Ray's iconic and hugely influential debut work Patha Panchali to mind. The story of Naal is told with so much tenderness, and like I said, the movie really comes alive through the marvelous cinematography and the great performances. The camera work feels really alive and free, which fits really well since almost the entire movie is told through the perspective of this young child. And finding the right child actor is of course of utmost importance to make a film like Naal really click. And in Srinivas Pokal they truly find a child who's so great in the role. He basically has to carry the whole movie on his shoulders, and he does a terrific job. Just a moment alone when Chaitya finds out that he's adopted. The reaction of Srinivas Pokal feels so genuine, and he beautifully brings across the entire outer and inner journey of this little boy. And again, it's also how this story is told that feels very believable. The little means that a child like him has to find answers to this sudden difficult situation. It really makes you feel for him. Of course, at the same time, we as adults are also able to see the bigger picture, and we know that Chadja is of course very loved by his family, which creates this fascinating and emotional tension field, which is brought to life by this great ensemble. Srinivas Pukal is the heart of the movie, but Devika Davtada as his mother, Seva Chavan as the grandmother, Nargaj Manjul as his father, and also Sanket Itankar as his older friend Bachchan, everybody is adding something to it. I was also quite surprised and very moved by the way the story progresses in the second half, how Chadja's journey becomes a literal journey, and how he's finally confronting what he has been looking forward to all this time. It's done really beautifully. So in German I'd say, Nahl ist ein wunderschöner kleiner Film mit einer herzerwärmenden frischen Geschichte, einem super Cast und einer tollen, mitreißenden Kameraarbeit. Ein bewegender Film über die Kindheit und den einmaligen Bund zwischen Mutter und Kind. I give Nahl 8 out of 10. It's more like 8.2. But I don't do that. Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about Nahl. And also, what is your favorite film about childhood? You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram and Letterboxd, and also on Patreon, simply at The Jimmy Cage. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.